Hey guys, welcome to Smart Pick Sports, the show where we give you free picks for NFL and NBA action so you can place your bets with confidence and make some money along with us. In today's video, I'll be covering the NFL's Week 16 action. This week we have two games on Christmas Day. The first match is between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. Packers last week clinched their NFC North title, and they have not lost a game at home this season, winning every game by an average of 14 points. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers should have this one. Second Christmas Day game, we have the Colts and the Cardinals. The Cardinals suffered the most embarrassing loss of the year when they lost big against the Lions. For the Colts, they have the momentum right now. They are literally running through teams with their star running back Jonathan Taylor, scoring at least one touchdown in the past 11 straight games. We're expecting to see the Colts run away with this one as well. On to the Sunday games. We'll start with the Ravens and the Bengals. Both teams are 8-6 fighting for the top spot of the AFC North. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson may still be out for this one, so expect to see backup quarterback Tyler Huntley again. Huntley has lost his last two starts, although looking impressive in both. Honestly, it looks like all the injuries the Ravens have on their starting roster finally caught up to them. Bengals will win in a close one at home. Chargers and the Texans. Houston Texans are dead last in offensive yards this season. The Chargers average 120 more yards per game and 13 more points per game. The Chargers offense is just that much better, and for that, we're taking them in a blowout. Next up, we have the Lions and the Falcons. Detroit Lions got a huge win last week. As much as I would like to ride the momentum, this week their starting quarterback Jared Goff is out with COVID. So seeing as the Falcons are still fighting for a playoff spot, we expect them to come out and dominate in this one. Jaguars versus the Jets. Both teams are out of the playoffs, so this game doesn't mean much standing-wise. However, we do get some excitement. We get to watch the number 1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence, face off against the number 2 overall pick, Zach Wilson. Both quarterbacks struggled this season, so they're really just playing for bragging rights at this point. However, we believe the Jags defense will be the star of this game anyways, so the Jags should win this one in a low-scoring game. On to the Bucs and the Panthers. Bucs are coming off a shutout loss. I think just about everybody is waiting to see Tom Brady step back onto the field and throw 10 touchdowns just to make up for that last game. However, it will be tough since they lost offensive weapons Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Leonard Fournette. Despite all those injuries, I still think the Bucs are winning here on the road. Bills versus the Patriots. Week 13, these two teams played in Buffalo and the Patriots won 14-10. This week, the game will be played in New England and the Bills will be without their star linebacker Cole Beasley due to COVID. We expect the Patriots to win again. LA Rams versus the Minnesota Vikings. The Rams have an extremely short week after playing the Seahawks Tuesday night. They'll have to continue their 3-game win streak if they want to be crowned champs of the NFC. Meanwhile, Minnesota is on a 2-game win streak of their own, and they need to continue winning if they want a playoff spot. Although, I don't think they can keep up with the Rams' totally stacked roster, and for that, we're taking the Rams. Giants versus the Eagles. The Giants have officially benched their starting quarterback Daniel Jones for the season due to injury, which means they'll either have Mike Glennon or Jake Fromm starting under center. The Eagles will be taking this game very seriously since they're trying to punch a spot into the wild card game. The run game is at an all-time high, which makes this an easy divisional win for the Eagles. Bears versus the Seahawks. Both teams have short weeks. Perhaps this game comes down to Chicago's defense. They only allow 205 passing yards per game and sack quarterbacks a total of 3 times a game. Can they make Russell Wilson's life hard enough to force him to throw inaccurately and take sacks, or can Russ overcome these challenges and win it for Seattle? In Russ we trust. Seattle should win in a tight game. Steelers versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs are in a 7-game win streak right now, but this week looks a little different for them. As right now, they have Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and their kicker Harrison Butker ruled out due to COVID. Asking Patrick Mahomes to win the game without all of his best offensive weapons may be asking a little too much. We think Pittsburgh will be able to get the job done in this one. Broncos versus the Raiders. Both teams are 7-7 coming into this one. Last time these two teams played in Week 6, the Raiders had won 34-24. A big difference between that game and this one is the fact that the Broncos' backup quarterback Drew Lock will be starting. The Raiders will take full advantage of that and win at home. Moving on to Sunday Night Football, we have Washington and Dallas. Last week, the Cowboys won the division thanks to their win over the Giants. They're now 4-0 against NFC East opponents this season, and we expect them to keep their perfect record through this one. And finally, we have Monday Night Football. We have the Dolphins versus the Saints. Both teams deserve to be in primetime. The Saints are coming off their surprising upset against the Bucs, while the Dolphins are on a 6-game win streak. We're going with the team that has been more consistent and has the better momentum, the Miami Dolphins. That's it for this week, guys. Follow us on Instagram at SmartPickSports. If this video helped you out, give us a thumbs up, share, and make sure to subscribe to keep up with our free weekly picks.